Morris here. Welcome to the Country Jazz Lick of the Week. This week's lick is brought to you by Norman Hamlet, the pedal steel guitarist for Merle Haggard and the Strangers. This specific lick I stole from some of the Merle Haggard and the Strangers instrumental records. If you've never heard these records, I highly recommend searching them out. There are a few rips of these on YouTube, and you can also find them on vinyl record. A great list of tunes on each record, as well as some wonderful musicianship and solos throughout the songs. So this first kind of idea that I stole from him off these records was a triple stop move that's just kind of utilizing extended seventh chords. So what we have here in the key of A, we're going to be using a Six Pack to Go, the Hank Thompson tune, is kind of the framework for demonstrating this lick, is a 2-5. So it's going to be a B to an E chord on the key of A. And we have it kind of working out of this B chord here between the 7th and the 9th. This is our E shape. And then our E chord here between the 7th and 9th. This is the A shape. Okay. And what we're doing is kind of just zooming in a little further and looking at like the top parts of the chords. So we've got a B triad here. And then we have an E triad here. From there, I'm going to kind of change it to more of a 7th chord voicing. So thinking B7 here. Right, I've got A, D sharp, F sharp, and B. And I'm going to use an kind of like a E9 voicing, right? I've got G sharp, D, F sharp, and B. So I'm kind of zooming in into those chords, seeing how you can pull out more sounds from just those big stock grips. And then going in a little further, I'm going to start on the 3rd of the B and play a D sharp. Then I'm going to play an A, and then a C sharp. So right here I have the 3rd, the flat 7th, and the 9th. That's going to be my first triple stop grip I use. And then when I look closely at the E7 or E9, I'm going to have, based off of this shape, I'm going to have the flat 7, the 3rd, and the 5th, and I can add in my pinky and get the 13th. So I have a B9 moving down to an E13. And it's a really easy move. And that's just going to resolve right down into my A. So if you listen to Norm Hamlet pretty closely, you can hear him using these two voicings all over the place. What he'll typically do is play the 9th and then drop down to the flat 9. So just take your middle finger off. So that's C sharp to C, and then put it right back on. So you get this great sound for the B. And then when you drop down to the E, you could do the same thing. You could play, that would be this 13 to the flat 13. So we have, or you could drop it down to the 5th, the B, and resolve into the A. So what I did was I played like so. So I'm picking the 3rd string, grabbing the first 2 strings, back to the 3rd string, removing to flat 9, and back on to the natural 9, and doing the same pattern for the E7. And then resolving. That's how I address that quick 2-5. So I'm playing, I've got to highlight my 2-5 there. From there in the solo, I went up and played double stops down, highlighting my A to A7. Then I have my D. Then I'm going to go back to that 2-5. I'm going to play A, F sharp, and then back down. So this is a quicker change. Instead of kind of full 2 bars, I have 1 bar of each. And then I went down to the B natural that time, back up to the C sharp, and back down to my A. So I can use them kind of in a couple different ways, right? With the flat 9, the natural 9, or the 13 to the flat 13, or 13 to the flat 5. So you have a couple different ways of moving those around, and then you can just move them around in half steps. So try and incorporate those little triple stops and see them within those larger chord shapes. And it's just kind of a quick lick to grab if you're playing something fast, you need some time to think about what you're going to play next. That sounds really great, has a lot of nice extensions to it, and just is something different than just playing single notes. So I'll play one more kind of example of incorporating that. And if you're interested in learning more country jazz ideas, check out the series that I've been doing of country jazz licks of the week, as well as all the different country jazz lessons I offer on my site. And I'll see you soon.